Look his mouse. You see it? Look here.
Mm-hmm.
You see? He's already like
looking back.
he has already
Because he knows that wants to go in.
he has already input the click back because he knows that if he steps up he's gonna die. So how he manages the lane to survive,
get into a good game state towards mid game.
to survive a hard lane. Okay, this is actually very good to look at. Let's start with the first part of the lane. Obviously, ideally, you want Janna to walk with you.
There would be like also the level 1 ward, but maybe they just go for some invade or whatever play that happens before that we can't see, so they can't place it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like especially into Pyke, right? You maybe you even put the ward on and they just sweep it, right? When it's like high elo in Korea, so it's not even that worth.
The thing is,
you just have to walk with wave. Yeah,
exactly. You have to walk with wave. It's very important that you walk on this side so that he can't do this to you. You know.
Yeah.
And it makes more sense for Pyke to be in here and for Varus to be out here, or for both of them to be here. Because if you do make that mistake, it's like literally game losing.
Actually, question from the Varus POV: how long should they wait? Like the Pyke wants to get a hook on Kai'Sa, but with the whole minions coming in, it's kind of hard to get. Should they wait a little bit until she gets out of like hook range, or do you just try to play anyway? I
would say like immediately after she's walk with wave, you just throw the Q and that's it. Like kind of what he did here, because you know with Elise, sometimes what I used to do is like standing here, and then when the wave has crashed, I flash on their head. But you can't do that with Pyke, because the Elise E is way harder to dodge than the Pyke Q, because you will see it being charged when he's flashing. Make sense?
Yeah. That does make sense.
So yeah, you just go for the quick poke and that's it. Like the thing he does really well is like he doesn't give the opening to Pyke, you know. The Pyke doesn't have a chance to hook, and also like the fast movement.
Yeah, he didn't.
And through that they end up having push, which is very important. Like when you have push, it makes it way easier for you to navigate the lane, because you are the one who dictates how it goes.
Especially with non-melee support, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like also like here for Janna, for example, Janna doesn't need the push control. It's not necessary, so she should be doing the same thing as Kai'Sa and just weaving between the minions. Like, okay, Pyke walks here, then I go here. Pyke goes here, okay, then I go here. And you just keep...
as the shield.
Yeah, exactly. Use the minions as shield. Because if he doesn't have Q, he's not a champion. Kind of like Blitzcrank. Like you very often see, okay, Blitzcrank not having hook. I just walk up, and you don't get to play the game.
Yeah, or Leona missing E, or all of those types of jumps.
Yeah. Okay, and this one here, what do you think is gonna happen on this next wave?
Well, I mean, this wave they still don't push for level 3, so I think the Kai'Sa Janna should try to just get like a small minion lead and try to push for 2 waves, or to crash the second wave.
Yeah, so two more waves. Like instead of crashing this one wave, he crashes the next wave. That's what you say?
Yeah, I think you just want 1 or 2 more autos than whatever Varus ends up doing to our wave, just so we have a minion lead, so we can hide behind minions for Pyke to not hook us.
Yeah, should he walk up and hit now? The minions?
Not necessary, because you can get hooked, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to block yet.
Exactly. So I think you just press S, and you let the minions walk with you, and then you do the same thing again.
Yep, I like it.
You see, he's not hitting yet. And now he can hit because Pyke is in Nanya.
Because Pyke is AFK, yep.
Yeah. Like if Pyke was standing up, he would have to respect it a little bit more. Right, like if Pyke was up here.
Yeah, you just wait for the melee, and now, now it's fine. Varus is hitting a lot, so he kind of has to hit a lot too, this guy's in.
Yeah, and that's okay for us. If we're...
I stopped hitting a bit more, yeah.
If we're going wave for wave, we're happy. Look, and same thing. Minion wave is gone. Get the fuck, get out of the lane, right?
Yeah.
Like here, he takes minion. He uses minion as shield. So Pyke cannot thread the needle. And then the moment it's gone, we're out. Because they also can't freeze. Because like we're matching the hits. Right? Exactly. If he was just hitting and hitting and hitting, then they'll get it frozen on. But he's not hitting. He's just waiting.
You can't freeze with this on a cannon wave as well. Like
exactly.
And you get the ward.
Exactly. So that's why it's so important that you understand this, so that you don't make a mistake like this, right? Because if you just kept hitting and Varus was not hitting, like you just keep hitting here, keep hitting, and Varus is not, then you just give them a freeze. And that's when it's super dangerous, super dangerous, because if you're playing Enchanter versus Pyke, there's no one who can protect the hook. You're just gonna like tank it.
Yeah,
Makes
exactly.
Sense? And look, next wave is coming. What should he do? Very often you will see ADCs go and like play the wave. What do you think he should do? This?
I think we just keep waiting for the minions to walk up so you have shield for Pyke.
Literally, so simple, right? Just go here.
If no Pyke, then I think that's okay, right? If it's like Azrael Enchanter, sure. Right. I mean, Azrael, maybe you can wait a little bit or just dodge Q or whatever, but
yeah. But still, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, very often you do this mistake, but it doesn't make sense to, like, not do it, you know? What's the alternative? Just walk up and give the free chance to get hit? Like, why would we do that?
Exactly.
You know? Oh, give me 1 second. Okay. And same thing, he's just matching the hits, right? Look, and this is what you want to avoid. Look how Janna plays. He's giving an opening.
Yeah,
right?
Not caring for the Pyke. Yep.
If he stands here, he can never get hit. And that's how we need to play.
Upwards.
Like, who does it benefit if, like, we're this HP, they're this HP? Who does it benefit?
Benefits them.
It benefits them because we're playing for the... We cannot, like, one-shot. They can easily one-shot.
Yeah, they have way better all-in with Varus spells and Pykes.
Absolutely.
Plus Ignite.
And here, I would honestly just base. A little bit unfortunate with W, but I would just base. And that's what he's going for. Why do you think I would base here?
Our conditions are a bit low, right?
Do you remember what I said? If we're this HP, they're this HP, who does it benefit?
Yeah, it benefits them. So it's like it's starting to get into that window where it's really threatening, where they can get a kill out of something, right?
Exactly. And this is something I do also a lot. When I am in a situation where I know that it benefits the other person, I'm just gonna base. Okay? So,
yeah.
When he takes the space, it's not because he doesn't want to play the lane. It's because he knows that this is beneficial for them. So if we keep playing here, that's when we could lose the situation. And then this hard lane becomes even harder, right? It takes one big mistake for us to feel like we can't play. But it's the alternative. And this means that we will lose some, but we will not lose the game. Make sense? Why do you think
it's like minimizing losses, because if we just stay there may be a point where like Janna gets hooked or we get hooked. I mean, given the way that Janna has been getting hooked by Pyke stuff, right? Like there just can be a window where things go really poorly.
Absolutely. And then next to that, why do you think he cancels space now?
They start hard pushing too fast.
Yeah, so they cannot punish him on the tower, right?
Exactly.
So the threat of not being in lane forces them to push or to bait it. So like you are actually not in like you're not the one who's forced to make a decision here. If they shove, you stay and you can play one more wave and you can base on the next cannon that comes. If they decide to slow push, you just base and you lose a little bit, but you don't lose the game. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, because at this point it's like the conditions are okay. They're not super poor to the point where we can't lane, right? It's not exactly. Like that, oh, I'm desperate, I need to base. It's like, I can base it now and force him to make a decision, in which case he shoves and gives his lane control back.
Literally. Just like that. So you're getting it, right? And you are currently gold, right?
Yep.
Now what we need is just fill up that knowledge bar, and then like you're far more knowledgeable than the people you play against. You just gotta keep it flowing.
I need to try chatting more, really, and communicate more with teammates. I feel like that's like the step I'm gonna work on now. Because I tried that at like last few games and it was nice. Yeah, I mean, they can still not listen, but like if they do listen, it's so good.
Yeah, we'll get to that. When I coach you, I'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get
but
there.
Look, like they just keep pushing, so we just keep taking. You know? And if we get hooked, unfortunate. Why do look? This is the one time there's no minion, and he gets hooked. So like here, what we need to do is just once this minion is low, we back off and we collect this minion.
Just have to respect. Yeah.
Like that's what happens when we're playing this matchup. It sucks, but like here, once this minion is low, you have no more shield. When you have no more shield, you back off, and if you have to give one minion, give one minion. But here, we don't need to give minion.
We kind of have to give casters until Pyke sends out the Q as well, no?
Not necessarily. You can just bait one, like you can bait the caster, but you have more space to play, you know? The only reason why this is rough... The only reason why this is rough is because he's so close. Like, he's basically... like melee, right? But there's nothing threatening him. He's not losing a minion here either. You know? He will lose the minion, not on this auto attack, but the next one from tower. So we have space to walk and play. And we don't want to fight. It benefits them, right?
Exactly.
And yeah, now we just have to take.
You're playing a little bit to the limit for sure.
Yeah. And this is essentially like if we don't get cancelled here, it's not that bad. Like we can play because it's cannon, so the cannon will tank it for us, right? But yeah, now we just have to sacrifice. We have to take the L.
Oh.
Why do you think he cancels? Is it because he's angry?
No, they're hard pushing, and they're also low conditions as well.
Yeah, exactly. If this guy was like here, he would stay. If this guy had like a little bit more mana, like he probably wouldn't stay, you know. And he also has Janna. Right now, who's your shield?
It would be the Janna.
The Janna.
And that guy.
So you just play behind the Janna. Make the Janna get hooked. And this guy doesn't have enough mana for a Q. Okay, never mind. He had enough mana. But we will have a long period to dodge it, right? So it's not
that, and the Janna shield
so
is
bad.
also helpful.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the Janna shield, but it's not super important. It's more just like the idea that we cannot get punished. So we don't want to lose a full wave, because if we lose a full wave, then this matchup becomes significantly harder.
Yeah. Great.
And also, you see, like what we do here, very important. This is the minion trick, right? Or the tower trick. Like we're raiding a little bit more than we have to.
Yeah, slow pushing like as much as we can here, just so the wave is closer to our side, and
then we hard shove. We're not trying to slow push here. We're trying to get the wave on our side. Like if he was just one shotting, hitting all the time,
I mean like slow push.
You see, if he was doing that, if he was just one shotting, hitting the tower, then we go back to even, and then Pyke would be here.
Okay. Sorry, so with the minions, I was just saying, like, we will, like, last hit him as late as possible, just so the wave is closest to our side, so here going for the fast push is safer. Yeah,
exactly, and we can't get Pyke hooked. Right? And even if we could get Pyke hooked...
probably really annoyed here, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pyke,
really good
Pyke can still freeze. He should be able to come back and freeze. He should have the timer, if he uses his spells correctly. But maybe he doesn't, and we're like now we're super happy, right?
Yeah.
Like even if we get frozen on, this is the best case scenario given the situation, like given the things. Look, 39 to 39, and he's gonna lose like a couple minions here. So 3 CS behind, and Sumps down. That's like honestly very good, given the like how bad this matchup is.
I can't help but think how volatile this could have been if there were like the junglers around for either side. Like this was really on the edge between the 2v2, but either jungler can really swing it, no?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay. Finds a little W, nice. Same thing. This wave is slow pushing. If you're not losing a minion, no reason to step up. If you're losing a minion, you have to ask yourself if this minion is worth it. You know?
I have a question. Can you go back? Yeah, here. Like when Pyke walks up, he's going way past the casters. This should be. We should get some trade back into that, right? When he steps up this deeply. No?
No. Don't trade on a slow push. Like this. Like here. Imagine you trade a lot, right? Like you trade this HP, you trade this HP, maybe more like this. And you trade also like here. Pyke can just base if he wants. You cannot trade here. If you trade here, like they will always be able to like push and base. Worst case. But they can also push and dive you. You know, let's say you push like you do a lot of fucking damage to each other. It's just it's never worth to trade here.
No, I was just thinking if you should go like auto Q on Kaisen, just at least to punish this part where he moves this. No, I guess he can heal back up with passive. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like you can only walk up when he has thrown his Q. Now you can walk up, right? And that's what he's doing. Like he's.
But Pyke is also walking back, so we can't do anything. Yeah.
Yep. And it's just about being healthy. You remember what we talked about? This matchup, if you go 200 CS to 200 CS, 100 CS to 100 CS, we're winning. Because we have by far the weaker lane. And here it's also about, like here it's not about the tower trick, it's about pushing the wave as fast as possible so we cannot get chunked under tower by Varus. You see?
Yeah.
Here he can Q, E, auto attack. So we just want to get this wave away as fast as possible because we just get chunked to shit. Also a small thing here, by the way.
Viper shouldn't go to this right side, right? He should be on the left side so it's easier to dodge.
Yeah. But
he's just like, he just can't get out of here.
One thing that you can learn from this, it's a very small thing. Here, he's not autoing immediately, you see? He's faking it. So that he might throw the Q and then he could play it, but yes, we should not go here. Even though it's the furthest away from him, there's no way to dodge pockets. We should play here. Okay. So we have actually like more space, right? We can go here, go here. Exactly. And we probably have to base, depends on jungle right now. He's using Q and everything, so we can stay.
Yeah, he's shoving, so...
Yeah, it's just about not dying, really. And he also finds a really, like, cheeky W here.
Yeah, that one is so good.
So he can match the poke a little bit, and they can't just, like, play in his face for free.
Yeah. Little too much.
I mean, it's again the same thing with the... There's no shield, right? So your only shield is Janna. So you just have to give. Like, it's unlucky. You either have to give or base and accept that you're gonna lose a wave. But I would say, since the next wave is cannon, if I haven't counted wrong, you just play super safe, you get the minions you can get here, and then you base. If you can get 3 minions...
Even it's just for the XP, right?
Yeah, but you just don't want to give minions for free, you know? Sometimes you have to. Like, let's say jungle... If jungle is bot side here, you're basing. If any jungle is bot side here, you're basing. But if jungle is not bot side here, you can just take the minions you can take. Like, you take these 3 minions here, and you base. Because you cannot get more. Right, and if this guy starts charging Q, you just back the fuck off. You just back off. I'm trying to say it because then it can go on YouTube. And then, then, when you've done this, like when he starts the Q, you back off as much as possible. When he's done the Q, then you can farm the rest of the minions. So like maybe you get 2 or 3 instead of 1, right?
It is a bit unlucky because he moves into the virus here, right? So he gets kind of slowed on purpose because he thinks, okay, he's surely gonna dodge the other side because it's faster that way.
Yeah, maybe.
Good read from Pyke.
Maybe. But yeah, I mean now the lane is
a lot harder.
It's not. It is true that it's harder, but it's not that much harder. Why do you think it's not that much harder? Because this could have been the end of the world, but it ends up being not so bad.
Still got some of the XP. They still need to push this wave. It's cannon wave. It's okay.
The only reason why this is not so bad is because it's cannon wave. So he's not even gonna lose that much. He's gonna lose like 1 or 2 minions. You know.
Yeah, it's like as if he had backed it, but.
You know the boss is like the specialist in this. Like he can die, but he loses nothing. He gets his minions, he gets his XP.
Especially with the proxying that he does.
Yeah. So this, like, what I mean is like there's some things that he's doing here that you can learn. Like, look, he should not even lose the cannon. Honestly, he could have walked a bit to the side and then thrown the W, like here. Yeah. Right? He would come from here, W.
I think you can, yeah. Yeah, with the
no, he for sure can. But that way he would have lost 1 minion. You see it? Like 1 extra minion, and plus the XP, I guess, from the last wave. But like 1 minion from the death instead of losing like a full wave. You get it?
Yeah.
And in here, he should have help from Janna to shove this wave, because he doesn't want to play lane. And because he doesn't get help from Janna, he might not be able to push it in time, and then it can be a rough situation. Let's see if he can push it in time. I feel like he should not be able to. And they should freeze. I don't know why they're not freezing. Varus should 100% freeze here. Because he can,
I agree.
like, what else can he do? So that's why he needs help from Janna, because if Janna helped, he might be able to one-shot the wave before Varus comes back in lane. You get it?
Yeah.
And as an ADC, you need to learn that, so that you know you need help and you ping his help, you know? Help me. And he pushes his wave. And if they freeze, so be it. You cannot do anything about it. And something that we watched from the last spot as well, right? Is purpose. Wave is gone, he immediately clicks away. He clicks to ward dropped. He understands
he's not
that
gonna get like plates from Varus. So.
Exactly, he's not gonna get plates, but he insta goes to ward and then he keeps moving. Right, tries to land the W. W doesn't land, but he keeps moving, because what is the alternative? Just standing there looking at Varus. Something you see very often, even in higher elos, like often I coach master players.
Yeah, I for sure do that. I just stand lane.
Exactly, and if you're not getting plates when you're in the lane, you're not standing there. If you're standing there, you're doing something wrong. Okay, he wins this 1v1. Maybe he will take it. Okay, if he didn't get hit by Q, I think he would take it. Depends on if he has barrier or not, I guess. Oh yeah, he's taking it. He knows. He just has to flash the Q. Oh my god. He's cracked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gets flushed.
But no wave. Kai'Sa wins. Because isolated Q, right? Like even with the Q, you see like I called that he would take it if he doesn't get land by Q, but he takes it even when he gets hit by Q. Because he just wins. But that's why, you know, he's better ADC than me. You know?
I'm surprised too, because I didn't think I'd give up all of those minions as well.
Yeah, maybe he... I mean, he lost 4 minions. But Varus will lose maybe more on this. Let's see. But like, he knows his limits. Let's see, he will try to push, sure. And maybe... What does he get? Varus stays, so he gets tempo. Oy.
So close.
Maybe his Nimbus cloak? It looked like a Nimbus, what the fuck? No. Not Nimbus cloak. Anyways, I'm just spitballing. Okay. I mean, that was just well played mechanically, right?
Yep.
But I don't feel like we should be able to walk up like this if we know jungle. But yeah, we don't know both junglers, right? So that's a bit of a disadvantage, but... Now he ends up not having tempo advantage, but he can at least match the base timer. We don't have mana, so it makes sense to just match. Yeah, he just matches the base timer. And this is again a really important timer, where if you have to choose between, like here I would say he should base, by the way, if he has the gold needed, because then he's first on the map and he can play one, like they have to play one less wave into Varus Pyke. You get that?
Yeah. I guess like it's just rough seeing the Varus with that HP and
yeah, but like
being okay.
We don't have anything to kill him, so
exactly, no mana.
We don't have nothing. We can't get in Q rage magically without flashing, and I think he has barrier, else he wouldn't play like this. And he should have. Yeah, he has barrier, but we should just match the base. It's the important part here. We gotta match the base timer. And by matching, we lose less.
Yep.
And you see, like, this is exactly what I mean. And what I said, like, if we had based before, we would have one less wave to play on. It's all about playing the least amount as possible in the lane. Because you don't want to be playing lane. You're playing Janna against Pyke, Varus. So Kai'Sa is just having to take the L. So that's why I wanted us to base here. Because then we would come back and push the next wave, and that's one more wave we don't have to play the lane for. It makes sense?
Yeah.
Do you get it? It's hard to understand.
A bit harder, this one, yeah.
But basically, by basing now, let's say we base now, we're already in base, okay? Varus might be pushing this wave, but then you come back and you catch that wave, but then you push one more wave, so you push two waves.
Yeah, the next one.
So that's two waves that we don't have to play the lane in, and that's what we want in this lane. We want to play as little lane as possible.
Least interaction.
Exactly, as least interaction as possible. Exactly. Okay, let's see. I think this is probably gonna be the last play, but like he's just respecting, right?
Yep.
He's playing respectfully. Like, look at his mouse here. Look his mouse. You see it? Look here.
Mm-hmm.
You see? He's already like
looking back.
He has already.
Because he knows that wants to go in.
He has already input the click back because he knows that if he steps up, he's gonna die. And obviously he's playing around his jungler timer, right?
Yep.
But like super fucking well played. Super well played. I can't say if. So I have to redo it. Super well played. And now he can farm.
The editor will be loving this.
Now he can farm, you know? That's all he wants. To be able to farm. Oh, he finds him. No barrier. Now he's OP.
Nice. Yeah.
Like, that's just a chain reaction of the previous play, right? And he is not inting with the Hecarim here. He understands Hecarim is dead. And he just does the autos he can do, and that's it. Maybe one auto too much on the Varus here.
Yeah, because then this back end of the trade here is rough.
Exactly. And this could maybe lead to getting dived. In this case, no, because we have Janna, but like in other cases, you know, so just... But super well played. We're just micro-analyzing, right? Because that's a bit the idea here.
Of course.
And now he has survived the shit lane. Right?
Not only survived, but he's really strong going into mid game.
He's winning it. He's winning it. He's winning it. So that's a bit the idea. Does this answer the question? I do think it does, no?
Yeah. I wanted to see how he didn't just survive, he just, it's just too good.
He comes out winning it. But like it comes down to all these small details about how you manage your wave, how you play your trading, right? And he also made some mistakes, right? It just happened that the enemies made more mistakes. And he did a lot of things good. Okay, that's it.
That was fun.
Nice. What do you think about this new Wednesday idea?